right? So yeah, so last class we discussed about the some of the important concept like ECR, elastic container registry, ECS, elastic container services, so EKS, elastic Kubernetes services. So and then we discussed about the Terraform scripts, and then Jenkins also we discussed, right? Today I will show you some of the important concepts like database related concepts. So how to install the database from client side, how to connect to database, so from client side to server side. So I will show you. This is also very important concept. Right. Yeah. First log into AWS dashboard. Right. See, once you log into a dashboard, I want to create a database. Coming to database, we have market, we have different type of database available. You can use any platform for database creation, but for example, see, coming to database, we have 6 type of database available. Market, we have database. Example, commercial databases are coming to Oracle. So Oracle is one of the commercial database, and Microsoft MsSql, Microsoft SQL is also commercial database. These are the licensed data DB servers. Okay, so coming to next, open source. So open source databases are 3 types. MySql, this is one of the open source, and then next one is the MySql, PostgreSql. This is also one of the open source database server SQL. And then next one is the MariaDB. So this is also one of the open source database server. So these 3 are the free. So but minimum charges are will be charges in the AWS dashboard. It's okay, but these are pi above is the Oracle, MySQL as the commercial databases. These are the open source database servers. So most of the big MNC companies are top companies, they are using the commercial editions only, licensed versions, and Oracle DB or MySQL DB they are using, MsSql, Microsoft SQL or Oracle, so they are using. So remaining are the small companies, medium level organizations, they go for the open source database servers, so MySQL, PostgreSql, MariaDB SQL. So today I will show how to launch the database servers in the AWS cloud, how to connect to the database servers from your client computer to database servers. So in AWS, you can launch any database servers. So once you log into AWS servers, you need to select the region. Region means country. After selecting region, so you can launch your DB instances. So database instances, DB instances you can launch. Once launching DB instances, you can connect to that instance via client computers, client machines. So client machines means you can use any client machine, Windows client machines or Linux client machines, right? Yes. So database instance after launching DB instance or DB servers. So for example, you say MySQL. So this is one database server, MySql. So MySQL or PostgreSql or TP. So each server have each client computer. So for example, MySQL, the client application, client side in a Windows computer or Linux computer, you need to install the MySql workbench. This is the client side software workbench. For example, you are installing the server side PostgreSql server, GRESQL server. Then client side you have to install the software. The software name is PG admin. So by this PG admin, you can connect it to your database server in the AWS cloud, PG admin. And next one, if you go for Microsoft SQL commercial, I will show one commercial edition also. MS and Microsoft SQL, MsSql. To install the MsSql server in cloud, AWS cloud, the client side is the Microsoft to SQL SQL server, SQL database studio or server. So this is the application. From this you can connect it to the your MySQL server. See here, client side we have client application, server side we need to launch the database servers. Okay, so both I will show you today so that you have a complete idea. So actually the database, we have a separate team, database engineers are there working on database. So as a DevOps engineer, we should know, so what is the process of how the DB engineers are connected to the servers from client system to database servers, so how they are running the queries, so how they are storing the data, how they are retrieving the data. So just the process, as per process purpose we are learning, right? No problem. So first log into dashboard. So AWS dashboard, and then select the region. So you can select any region. See right side, you can see we have a number of the regions. So each region AWS data centers are available. Now you can go and select any regions. Right now I am selecting the Asia Pacific Mumbai AP South one region. Now in this region, open the database RDS. Rational RDS means Rational Databases RDS. In RDS, follow the SQL languages. IRDS follow the no SQL languages. So just open the RDS database. RDS is managed rational database. Rational means so it follow the SQL language. So data will be stored in the particular format, like tables, columns format. Data will be stored. Now let me open the RDS option. Just click on RDS dashboard. Yeah, it's open. See, so this is my RDS dashboard. Now just click create database here. Once you open your RDS dashboard, it will display here. So just click create on dashboard. Yeah, so click on database. Now you can see I already created two database. Let me create how to create database. I will show you an example. Yes, just create database. Yeah, you can see number of databases. So RDS under RDS option, number of databases available in AWS cloud. See, we have 6 database instances are available. Database instances are database servers for the same. Database engines, database servers. So these are the 6 database servers are available in your AWS cloud. You can launch any database. These are use cost amount will be happening if you use 1 month or 2 months. Is more cost also based on the purpose or based on the configuration part. Cost will be charged, no problem. So here we have 6 database. Emerging Era is the AWS own database server. As AWS they developed the Emerging Era by using the some of the open source that DB servers, MySql, Postgresql combined, and they prepare the Emerging Era. So that is the AWS own database server. That is also chargeable. And second one is the MySql. This is the open source, so anyone can use, but minimum charges will charge it. No problem. MariaDB, this is also open source, so it's free. Now PostgreSQL, it is also open source, it is also free. Oracle and Microsoft Oracle, these are the commercial editions. So organization, definitely one of the servers definitely is there to store the your the entire data. It may be they can use Oracle DB or Microsoft SQL. Anyway, database compulsory they have to use. So out of the 6, any database server will be exist. So most of the organization they go for Oracle. Sometimes they use the 2 databases. So Oracle as well as Microsoft SQL, they use the 2 database servers. So a few companies they go for PostgreSQL, some companies go for MySQL, and some companies go MariaDB also. So some companies using the AWS database server also. It based on the requirement to their charges. So all parameters they consider, they will go and select, they install the database engines in their environment. Right. So example, I will show you how to install the database. See, for example, you want to install the MySql, select MySql, you need to select these parameters. So MySql version, see, we have number of versions are available in MySql. Let's see a minute. Right. Okay, see, number of versions are available in MySql. See, so MySql latest version 8.0.23. Okay, like that. See, it is the template production we can launch, development, testing, and free tier. If it is free, okay, little bit charges, minimum charges will happen. If you launch your database server on dev and test environment, it will be chargeable, and production is more chargeable. Okay, based on the environment also, it will charges will happen. See, database name, engine database name, server name, password. Okay, so DB instance type, and then these are the storage type. Okay, this is the auto scaling groups enable disable, availability zones, connect to VPC, your own VPC or custom VPC. You need to select here, and then subnet groups you need to select. Public access always yes, and then security groups you need to select, and then we can launch the database servers like this. This is the charge 965 USD per month. This is the monthly charges. So this is the database engine. These are the charges for this DB. Okay, so like this we can launch the database servers. Same way. So if we go for select MariaDB, so it is also free. You can see free tier. You can select version, which version database engine you want to install. They have old version, latest version also. Now you want to install PostgreSQL, same process. Select PostgreSQL and select the dev development test environment and see, it is not free. PostgreSQL, we have production and template and dev test and develop. There's no free template, right? Both the MySql, MariaDB only free templates have. Remaining all are the commercial and production and dev test environment is there. Right. So let me launch the one. See, I want to launch the one commercial edition. Microsoft SQL Server, my SQL Server commercial edition I am launching. SQL Server Express edition, default one only. License, yes, default license only I am selected. And then database engine name. Here, your database server name, you can give any name here. Right now, MS Microsoft SQL Server. I'm giving like, you can give any name. Microsoft SQL MsSql server, right? So here, your master administration name. So username admin, or you can change. So right now I'm giving admin, username admin 123. Password, you can give any password. I'm giving admin 123 underscore 123. And then give the, this is the details we will need to use the time of connecting to your database server. Yeah, so admin 123 underscore 123, right? So DB instance class, so that means microprocessor type. So see, normal Linux computers, Windows computers, we are using the server hardware is different, client hardware is different, right? Normal instances we are using the T to the to nano, T to the to micro, right? T to the medium, T to the large, and 1 GB, 2 GB RAM we are using, right? But here you can see DB dot T3 that small. So DB means database instant. That is DB dot T3 that small. This is the microprocessor type. And 2 microprocessor, 2 GB RAM we are using. You can change here also. Here number of options are there. If you can change capacity automatically, if you want 2 CP, 8 GB RAM, yes, you can go for to that large also. It is chargeable, right? I'm selecting default one only. Storage. So you have see different hard disks are available here under storage tab. See general purpose SSD, provisioning IOP, SSD, IO1, magnetic hard disk also there. So this is also chargeable based on the capacity. Minimum hard disk size. So your database instance 20 GB. So I want to increase to 40 GB. Now you can increase. So it is chargeable. You can increase up to 100 GB also. It's not a problem. Next, storage auto scaling. Enable storage auto scaling. Yes, okay. Now connectivity. So in which VPC you are launching the database instance? I want to launch my database instance in my default VPC, or you can launch your custom VPC also, or you can create new VPC also here also, right? I am launching my database on my default VPC. Select default VPC, and then select your security groups. See security groups. So I am select default security. Here important public access. If you select yes, then you can connect it to your local system to your database. Otherwise, you can select no, you cannot connect. Only local AWS engineers only connect. See public access. I am selected yes. Next to VPC security groups. No, I am selecting default security group already selected. If you want more security groups, you want to select. It's not a problem. So availability zones. Which availability zone you want to launch your instance? Yeah, you can go for availability zone A, B, C, whatever. Right now, the no preferences. You can launch any. It will select automatically. Availability group also availability zone. Microsoft SQL Server Windows authentication. Yes, Microsoft Server Windows authentication. Enable Microsoft integration. If you select, you need to log into Microsoft Windows 7. I am selecting default only. Server Windows authentication. Server Windows authentication. Okay. Next, these are the cost 47 USD. Okay, per monthly. These are monthly charges. Okay, create DB. Just create DB. After selecting all the parameter, just click on create a DB. It will be created a database. MySQL database is created. It's not created immediately. It will take time. See, to launch your database, it will minimum take 10 to 15 minutes minimum. See, it start creating your database. See, SQL Server Express Edition. Okay. Reason after creating the reason, it will select automatically here. Here start creating. See, it should be available and it shows green mark. Then you can connect it to your database. Let me launch. So it start creating. Like that, you can launch any database, any DB. So some of the DBs are in free, some of the DBs are chargeable. Okay, so you can launch any database testing purpose, but as a few charges are happen, then you can suspend, account will be suspended. Cannot pay the charges, account will be suspended automatically. Now, no problem. You can go create another Gmail account. You can create another account. Right. So meanwhile, see, I already started the launched the PostgreSQL in the same format, and also I launched the MySQL servers also. Okay. After launching the your MySQL PostgreSQL, you want to connect it to these database engines, right? So, for example, I want to connect to MySQL. This is MySQL. Click on database one, MySQL. Now you can see this is the information of the database name, database one. Now, client side, how to connect to a MySQL database. So MySQL, I want to connect to MySQL. And client side, so if you are in Windows 10 computer, Windows 10 or Linux is Linux, okay. Client side, we need these applications. So for example, I want to connect to MySQL. I need this client application. This is the 10 to 20 MB file only. You can download from Google MySQL Workbench. Download MySQL Workbench from Windows or Mac. If you click that command, it automatically download or install. After installing, it will open like this. Welcome to MySQL Workbench. Now I want to connect to one of the MySQL server in AWS cloud. So from my client computer, I want to connect it to DB in cloud. So DB is present in cloud. Okay, so not in my on premises. It is there in cloud. See, just to MySQL connection, just click on plus mark. Just click on plus mark. It will allow the new connection. Yes, it's allow the new connection. Now you have to enter the DB instant details. That's opening. Just wait. Yeah, it's open here. Okay, here open, right? It's open, right? Here the connection name. Click on plus mark, it will open like set up new connection, right? Your DB name, database one or some other name, whatever name you want, you have to enter that your database server name. Here host name. So host name, go for your database server. Log into database server. Host name means here. So see, once you go into database one, under connectivity security tab, endpoint to under below endpoint and security tab, you can see this is the your host name, your database engine computer name. Now go and enter your host name. Okay, port by default port number you should remember for any server. So for any system you launch, the port number is same. So this is MySQL port number, database server port number 3306. PostgreSQL we have fixed port number, MySQL have fixed number, MsSql also have a fixed port number. This port number you should remember. 3306 is for the MySQL, right? So username I entered admin, and then I used password. So admin 123 underscore 123. Click OK, and then test connection. Now it is allow. See, if connection is perfectly established, it will display this pop-up message: successfully made MySQL connection. That means from my client computer, I am successfully connected to the server present in the cloud. Yes, click OK, and then click OK. Yeah, nice. Yeah, click OK. Click OK, click OK. Now below it will display. Yeah, it is connected. Database one is connected. If you want to launch that database, right click, open. It will launch your database. Right click to database one and then open. Now it launches your database. See, successfully launched. Right. So this is my database. You want to test the server status. Left side you can see management. Under management, first option, click on server status. Now your server is running or not. Now you can see my server is up, it is running. So like this, you can check your server details. See, my server is running, it's up and running, right? Server is running. So this is my database one, MySQL server information, right? So if you are expert in SQL language, so database engineers, they know the SQL language, right? Any SQL query you can run here. So you can run here. If you select query, you have select options, so everything is there. You can run any SQL. Yes, select like this. Select items. Number. whatever items. So like this, so just enter the any query from sample queries and then click here, run, execute. It will execute that queries. So result will be display below. Okay, so here you can enter any queries, SQL queries, so execute query. No, result will be displayed like that. Whatever you enter below is display. So here you can test the query, you can check the output also. So, and also some of the information, see left side, you can see, you can do the database information, query information, tables, rows, you can create client connections. So tools, you can go for configuration, scripting also, no script to, if you have any SQL script, you can run here also, shell scriptings. Yeah, you can enter the Python script to test one, 1, 2, 3, script name, create. You can execute the script also, see workbench, scripting shell open. Now you can run your script also. So here enter the script, so you can execute that script. I'm not good at SQL language. If you're good at SQL language, you can enter any SQL languages here. Execute script, automatically script will be executed here. So you can select any SQL script languages. So this is the general process every day. The database engineers, they are working with shell scripting, DB rows, columns, so executing the creating the rows, columns, and running the queries, so testing the result. Their common task every day. As a DevOps engineer, we should know, so where is the database. So in case a particular information you want, you can go and check that information is available or not, DB is available or not, DB name, connectivity issue, we should know. That is the reason I'm explaining this one. Okay, like this, we need to connect it to MySQL server. In case your organization is there, in your client computer or laptop, you should install the MySQL workbench to connect it to your MySQL server present in cloud. Right. Second application, second type. So let's go for second DB. So before launching the Microsoft SQL, yes, Microsoft SQL is still creating. It will take minimum 10 to 15 minutes. That is the reason. Just refresh. I launched one more DB, database 2. This is the PostgreSQL engine name, PostgreSQL server. Okay, so select the database name. Okay, here also just copy the database name. So what type of client we need to connect to the PostgreSQL? For PostgreSQL, we need to install the client application in your client computer. This is the client application name, pgadmin. So this application you need to install from your client computer. pgadmin. Just open the client application, pgadmin 4. Yeah, it will open like this. Now here you need to, if you want to connect to that DB instant, your database server, just click add new. Just click add new. Just click add new. It will open the new page. Add new servers. Or you can go for tools tab. You can launch from here also. Yeah, it's open. Create a server. Please wait. I'm connecting to my client system to my PostgreSQL DB server in the cloud. Here, enter the database DB name, database 2, right? Next to below under general, next tab, click on connections tab. Here, host name address, right? Here, you need to enter the database host name. So where I can get the database name, so log into your AWS dashboard on DB instant summary under connectivity security tab. You can see connectivity and security tab. You endpoint to, yeah, this is URL. So this is the your DB host name. See below you can see port number. PostgreSQL port number is changed 5432. SQL 3306, right? This is the 5432. This port number you should remember. Copy this one and then go per client application and add this one. Okay, port number 5432. Username by default username for PostgreSQL is PostgreSQL only. So and then click save. Password, enter the password. So it means 123 underscore 123. Click save. Now it is connected to my client computer. I am connected to PostgreSQL database server. See, once it's connected, see right side, you can see left side database 2 is connected, right? Yeah. So it is 2 connected. It will open. See, it will open like that. See, extend this one. Yes, you can see the databases, number of the database information. See, PostgreSQL information, schema information. See, This is the schema information. Okay, so you can here you can create the tables, rows, columns. So DB engineers will do more on. So see here schema. I want to create new schema table. Yes, schema table. HR department info. You can create a number of tables here. Save. See below HR department info is there. We can extend that table. Now you can see number of the information table, collection to domains to construction. So now here table, separate tables types. So you want one more table here, create new table, table. So employee HR employee save. So like that, we can create the rows to table C. HR employee info table is created like C. You can extend this table. Okay. Now if columns are there, you can enter the entry here, right? So here you can use some of the properties tab here available, right? You SQL query. Now if you have any sample SQL queries, you can enter here. You can copy paste here. You can run the queries also. You can execute also static ticks, dependency. These are optional. You have sample SQL queries. You can run tool options. You can go PSSQL tool. So query tool, go for query tool. Now you can run any queries here. So if you go Google the PostgreSql sample queries, you can run any. Now we have number of sample queries available. You can run any queries here. Enter the query. You can execute also. See, it will open like that. PostgreSql query tool. So query editor is there, right? So can go and check the sample PostgreSql SQL queries. Just to Google it, some queries, take some sample example queries. Enter, here you have to enter sample queries. Yes, just enter sample queries. GRU SQL queries. PostgreSql SQL queries. Query. Yeah, sample PostgreSql query. Enter. Now you can see the some of the sample queries. See, this is the sample query. You can use any query, just testing purpose. Yeah. So you can take any sample queries, you can run that queries into your query section. So here some queries are there. You can copy paste these queries in any one of query like this, right? Group by group, cause we have so many queries here. Like this, you can copy paste any column tables. Syntax like this.